Right, it's an update to my last video on the TT120 train set. I've just done a reset on one of the other train, and you should be able to see now. It says 2 connected. So let's have a go at getting 2 trains running at the same time. Like I say, I'm pleased with this set, and this is really for people who haven't got one yet, might be interested. And then you've got the steam train going. Just, this is what I've learned over the last few weeks. Take it out, you swipe that up, and then you've got your sounds here. The lights get on it, but I think it's great. I think the sounds really make it. Sounds really make it. So let's let that one in. Get over to rest number 2. Yeah, well, the other one's starting up. There you go. No, it does work. System works. A bit noisy, you've got 2 going. Got lights on again. I just want to show you that you've got 2 on the same track, they're going in different directions. A bit noisy. I think you can turn the volume down on these. Stop one. Stop that one. And stop the other one. Let's get to the train. Let's get to the steam train for now. You've got so many different sounds it will make. On page 2, guard's whistle. Not bad, is it? Someone put a lot of thought into this. There's loads of sounds on here. I'm not sure. It says auxiliary lighting, but I'm not sure that works on this. I can't get it up. They're supposed to. I don't know if this one does it. But some of them, the carriages, all the lights light up. It looks really pretty. Looks really realistic. Yeah, they're a good little model. I mean, look. It's got a lot of detail on it. This one seems to fall off the track though more often than the that intercity one. But it's been alright recently, but I have noticed that this one comes off the track more. I don't know why, but it's been alright recently. Well, let's go back to page 1. Turn the sound off. It's only a quick update. Right, so what I've actually got now, so I don't have to keep using, I might have to use the app, but I bought one of these. It's the Hornby Elite controller. Now I know they're quite old bit of kit, and I think there's much more modern stuff out here, but for an amateur, this looks like it might be easier to get on with. You can run your boat trains, but this I'm just thinking like grandkids, forwards and backwards. That's easier than well, the kids know the apps, don't they? But you know, I think this looks like something more traditional. And also it's got a decent stop button, so if any problems, hit that, it shuts the whole track off. I know some of the, I saw a review on this against one of the all singing all dancing units, and when you hit the stop, it only stopped the one train. This one, you hit that, it shuts the whole track off. I've got to read the instructions on it, so I'm only telling you what I found on YouTube videos myself, because I find them, you know, whatever I'm interested in, you know, I watch the YouTube videos and I do learn something from it. And there's some guys on there. Some of the guys on these done these tracks have done a fantastic job, absolutely fantastic job. But this is not my main hobby. I'm just trying to get a nice little setup, sort of that size with a bit more kit on it. 2 trains I think is enough on that size. Get that controller working properly. You know, nice scenery, little car park. I want to get that the coupling broke, so that there is supposed to be on the back of the intercity, but there's a coupling missing when I got it. So yeah, there's plenty more to add, but as a basic set, all them noises, all the sounds, there's a lot in it. There's so much they can do. I would like I like a little tunnel. I like a little bridge. I'm thinking about bringing it out to more of an L shape, so it comes over this side a bit more. But I've got to learn a bit more about it yet. So at the moment, I'm going to stick with this layout. I'll give you, for instance, what I done wrong. You might not be able to see these, but see that little thing there. That little tiny bit of that little looks like a little staple. I didn't know about these, but so you might be able to see it. There's one in there. What they're for is when you flick the points like that, not necessarily this one, it can lose the digital signal on that next part of the track. So what I was doing, it was coming onto the next part of the track and just stopping. But I didn't know what it was for. So go on the forum. There's a really good community on this. Some of the guys really know these inside and out, and they helped. And I picked these up, and you add them in. There's one there. There's one there. I've got a few dotted about, but I didn't have one. There's one in there, but I didn't have one on one part of this anyway. And when I backed it in, it all just stopped, and I couldn't work out why. And that's what the reason was. I didn't have one of these clips in there to continue the digital signal. So if you're setting one of these up and you're going to have your points, you're going to need some of them, definitely. I mean, really, you could get a little piece of wire, but because of these are sort of springy, they sit in there nice. You've got to sit them down low, because I found that if you don't sit them down low enough, the train, the wheels catch on it and it derails the train. But I've managed to push them down further, and they don't do that. Yeah, so there's lots to go on, but that's one thing I learned. The forum told me how to sort it out, and that worked. But yeah, so yeah, I'm pleased. I'm overall very pleased with the outfit, the setup. But yeah, I just got to add to it. So I put this, what I did, so you can see what I've done wrong here. I put this bit of roadway in before I bought the level crossing, and I didn't realise that the level crossing comes with a part of track. I thought the level crossing comes on its own, and I could position the level crossing wherever I wanted, so it would have been there. But it doesn't. It comes with a part of the piece of track. So you have to put, so that way you just take a piece of track out and put it in there. So that meant it was up here. So I'm gonna have to move the road. But another thing I learned, you need to feel these when you put your track together. You need to feel. I just feel it, because sometimes they look like they've gone together nicely and they seem to fit in. But if you've got a little bit of a ridge, one of them's not in properly, and the train won't like it when it goes over it. So I went through every single one and make sure they're in properly. So because sometimes they look like they're in properly, but they're actually not. I had a train coming off the track quite a lot, especially over that side, and that's what it was. It was a ridge. The ridge was actually more or less on a bend, and the train just derailed straight away. But anyway, it's a bit of an update. I'll do another one when I've got this set up. I haven't even got the manual out yet, so there's a bit in it. But some people swear by them. I think some people are going for the newer stuff. I think these have been out 15 years, so this was second hand off of eBay. But it seems to be still a lot of people using them. But yeah, when I get that going, I'll do another video and show you it working, because I'm quite confident that's going to work. I've got a dongle. There's a dongle that comes with it. I don't think this is Bluetooth on its own. I think to get the Bluetooth, I think you need this as well. That's going to be a learning curve for me. But I think you need this as well. There's a lot of connectors in here. A lot of connections in there. So, what have I learned? I'll tell you what I've learned. So, right, when you program your train, you have a separate piece of track, and the two wires for that connect onto that your programming track. So you can have just a little small piece of track. You put your train on it, you program it, and then it goes back onto your main track, which is that the track side. But yeah, it says I've got to learn a lot on this. I think this is quite a decent little unit, I think, on the videos I've seen. But yeah, with that, I've got to learn about that. I've got to learn about the dongle. But once I have, I'll show you it all working again. But I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with it. I think the sounds make a big difference. But and there's so many sounds for each, or not just sounds. I mean the lights as well. There's so many sounds and lights and sort of options for each loco that someone put a lot of thought into it. I know it's not a perfect system, but if I've managed to sort of get the hang of this in 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, the first week it was coming off, and I said before it was because the track weren't laid properly. This track's not even glued down yet. I literally just wanted to get it running how I wanted it, and then I thought, right, then I'll start gluing it down and adding more. So I've managed to get it running. I managed to get 2 running at the same time. Now adding parts and pieces. It's my heat a lot. I'm in the garage. It's freezing in here. 4 degrees it was outside earlier, so that's what you can hear. Anyway, so what else I'm up to? Look, BSA, new BSA that is. Started making them again. And over there, 1972 Suzuki T500. But I'm gonna do a video about them separately. But yeah, for now, this set, if you haven't got much room, I would recommend it. I really would. Everyone that's come around here, my wife was taking the mickey out of me. You're going to buy yourself a train set, but they was all impressed the detail and the sounds, and it don't take a lot of room. You know, I mean, there's plenty of people that have got these. Some of them have got them in lofts, big giant outfits in a loft, spare rooms. So yeah, I think that was the idea. I did watch a Hornby, you know, sort of, they was talking about it, introduction, and they said they've gone about as far as they could with the bigger trains, and you know, they'd made enough carriages and couldn't really sell any more. And then when they brought these out, obviously they're going to go for all the carriages again. It's been in the making for a long time, but yeah, I think there's a lot of thought gone into this, and I think it's a very good outfit. But yeah, I've still got a lot to learn on this, so if I've said something wrong, it's probably because I'm still learning. Anyway, thanks guys. I would recommend it. Cheers.